Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first down throw for Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You got tight. You got tight. Regular.
Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make some pressure. Comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Mayfield down. And he's going to go down again. K1 short, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Johnson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. So the blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Demario Davis there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Complete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He is going to find Hill here. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to come from...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on first down. And going deep for Hill. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's got some space here. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
59, ready, 25.
Yeah, you don't want none.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Now it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 21-yard line.
Good, 180. Here we go. Double time, double time.
We got 4. We got 4.
Up, left.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I know he ain't got it. My touch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. K1 Short able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Going up top. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCoy. And he's able to get it back to the 33. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And some space here. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They keep it with Miller on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 31 yards there and a first down. He's on pace right now for about a 400-yard game. I mean, this first quarter, it's been impressive to watch.
I like the way you do math. I like the way you calculate, and he loves those numbers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A little track jump. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45 the mic. Here we go. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On second down now, it's Miller. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Miller. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And caught in the end zone.